Hello everybody, Captain Marty Brill here. We have got a brand new week. We've got a brand new month. We had a lot of stuff going on the fishing front on the Outer Banks, inshore, offshore. We had a lot of breeze come and go, but got some good stuff to report. I'll be back to do that in just a second.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Edward Lee here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet 2. She's a modern 60-foot headboat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. We make 3 trips per day out of the world-famous Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Visit MissOregonInlet.com or call us today at 252-251-4314. So ditch the beach for a bit and set sail with the Miss Oregon Inlet 2.
Hi, I'm Captain Jay Cudworth of the Kokomo with Paradise Dolphin Cruises at Safe Harbor Marina in Wanchese. I want to invite you to take a ride out on the Roanoke Sound to see the majestic bottlenose dolphins up close. As a native, I'll be telling you stories from these waters as a boy growing up in Wanchese. Nature and history have combined to make this area unique, and I love sharing this special place with special people. So come on aboard with me and my crew and experience the real beauty of the Outer Banks. For more information, go online to ParadiseDolphinCruises.com. Again, this is Captain Jay. I look forward to seeing you soon.
So as we do most days, we start down on the report down on Hatteras, and then we'll make a big loop around the whole Outer Banks. But the folks down in Hatteras and also down in Ocracoke as well have been doing really well on Baylor dolphin. What does that mean? That's the fish dolphin, the mahi, and the Baylor means that they're the schooling size, usually 3 to 5 pounds. Pretty good mix of those along with some blackfin tuna. I saw catches of 8 to 20 blackfin tuna yesterday, and then there were several boats that caught and released blue marlin within their catches. So that's been going on. It's been a good marlin bite, although they got blown out, I think, on Saturday, so they were happy just to get out there and do a little bit of fishing. Their inshore boats caught bluefish and Spanish mackerel, and at least for the first time this year that I can remember, there was some nice amberjack in their reports as well. That, many years ago, was decided as the toughest, hardest fighting, pound-for-pound pulling fish of anything that swims in the ocean. So anyway, reef donkeys, as they're sometimes known, and so we had a few of those caught down there as well. The Oregon Inlet Fleet had a really good day on yellowfin tuna fishing and some big eye tunas. In fact, a lot of the boats were back to the dock early with charters that were wore out. This is what we hope and pray for, is this really good yellowfin tuna fishing. Now, yellowfins have been averaging 40 to 55 pounds with occasionally a 60-pounder, but the big eye tuna are a notch above all that. They've been averaging 100 to 200 pounds. So there's been a few big eye tuna around being caught as well. That only leaves blackfins and bluefins. The bluefin season's closed. That's the really big ones. And the blackfins, which are the smaller ones, is open, but they're mostly down off Hatteras right now. Inshore boats caught Spanish mackerel, and we had a few bluefish. We had some bonita mackerels, and we had some boats doing a little bottom fishing for sea bass. Now, I didn't personally yesterday see cobia, but there are still cobia around to be caught. I just didn't see them in any of the reports that I was checking out. Pier and surf fishing, very, very, very much the same. We could kind of put these two together if you wanted, but we do have some pier information thanks to Tony Lombardi from WalkingAngler.com. Great place to go if you want to find out where you can go fishing without a boat. But on WalkingAngler.com, Tony tells us the north beaches, we ended up seeing in the surf some good blue fishing. There were a few yearling drum, some sea mullet, and some croakers. In the Avon area, there were blues and croakers, and then we jumped down onto Hatteras Island. It's blues and Spanish mackerel with a few drum at Cape Point. And then once you get down in that neck of the woods, and not exclusively, because there are a few north of Oregon Inlet as well, but there's been some really nice sized pompano caught from the surf, both on southern Hatteras Island and then all the way down to Ocracoke. I saw a 5-pounder yesterday. That was really a really nice size pompano caught down out of Ocracoke. So that is all that's going on. We'll take a little break right here, and I'll come back and give you the backcountry report in just a moment.
Locally owned and operated since 1971, Billy's Seafood has been providing the locals and visitors of the Outer Banks with some of the freshest seafood you'll find. Not too far off the beaten path down Collington Road in KDH, Billy's Seafood has become a landmark for those seeking top-notch seafood at affordable prices. Billy's Seafood also has beer, wine, grandma's tuna salad, and other groceries as well. To see more, go online to BillySeafoodOBX.com. Billy's Seafood, putting fresh seafood on your table for over 50 years.
in the backcountry, it's been good fishing. We're seeing puppy drum and we're seeing speckled trout. Up in our northern in the northern sound and up in the Currituck Sound, I'm seeing some good catches of catfish as well, which is a good thing. We need to catch all of them if we can. Backside of Hatteras Island, puppy drum and bluefish down that way, along with a few speckled trout. We also are seeing every once in a while a bigger sized drum caught back in the sound. I'll call them yearlings. All in all, if you're going with a guide or if you're going on your own, it's good fishing in the sound. But you can go out there and get challenged. Let me tell you, I do this fishing report and it sounds like you're going to go out and have your choice of what you want to catch, but it's a little bit more difficult than that. You're going to have to put in some time, do a little research, know your water temperatures, know your salinity tables, and figure out the pattern of how these fish are moving. But I do know one thing, our guides, whether they're coming out of Swan Quarter or Belhaven, or whether they're coming out of Wanchese or Hatteras, wherever they're coming from, they're doing really well, especially with the speckled trout bite, which, by the way, that's really encouraging because the Cold Stun event that's got the whole season closed, I don't think is going to be as bad as people were thinking. So that's what's going on in our fishing report. Like I said, we got a good week ahead of us. Then we got another big tournament coming up here shortly as the Big Rock tournament approaches. And we got a good marlin bite going on offshore. But when you have tuna fishing like we had today, that's where all the emphasis is going to be on those yellowfin tuna. So that's our report for you. I hope you're careful, be safe on the water, and may the good Lord bless you.